In a global environment, the ability to communicate effectively can be a challenge. Even when both parties speak the same language, there can still be misunderstanding due to ethnic and cultural differences. Over the last decade, there have been countless examples from the business sector that demonstrate how poor communication that can lead to a poor organizational performance. Understanding the impact of globalization on cross-cultural communication is imperative for organizations seeking that creates a competitive advantage in the global market. I am John Wendell Gregochea from the College of ICJE PSC1A in Dimsu, and I will be presenting the different barriers of cultural communications, but we will be focusing on one barrier and we'll be discussing how that barriers affect in a process of communication and what are the ways on eradicating that barriers, the process of communication. Speaking of cultural communication, as you work and socialize, you convey an information to others and interpret what is conveyed to you. Your culture's characteristics can be influence these communications, so learning about these features can help you to identify issues, address them, and become a better communicator. Learning how to communicate with diverse individuals will require a deeper awareness of one's own beliefs, assumptions, and behaviors. The rewards of effective cross-cultural communications build a strong relationships, improve performance, and greater employee satisfaction. But how can you effectively communicate if there is a bias that hinders the process of communications that can lead to misunderstanding and misinterpretations? Now that you have learned about the cultural communications, let's talk about the barriers of cultural communications that greatly affects the process of communications.
The barrier that I have chosen is the incompatible communication code. Even within our own language, we may have trouble understanding the messages of others. For example, in a verbal communication, John told Jenny to put the mouse in the desk. Jenny's cultural interpretation is a literal mouse which is not truly related in that situation, while John's interpretation was a part of computer. Therefore, it creates a misunderstanding. Number 1. Be open-minded. Number 2. Speak appropriate. Number 3. Be respectful. Number 4. Observe good listening. Number 5. Practice and develop the 4 ways of eradicating barriers of cultural communication in order to maintain a good communication process.